All right, making a video. So we got something done for today on the channel. YouTube seems to like that. And first thing I want to say is Professor Dungeon Master, he's got to take his medication for another couple of years. I know all about that since it happened with my mother. But he's cancer free, and that makes me very happy, because he is kind of become an institution, I would say. And even though I know eventually all of this will come to an end, um, I would be emotionally sad if something happened to him. There are a few creators out there that I actually have I guess, a little bit of an emotional investment in because I care that they exist. Maybe for selfish reasons. It could just be because it's me, but regardless. So here is the deal. I made a video yesterday about Trench Crusade, and it was a response to a gentleman who is very big in the Trench Crusade scene. Uh, apparently he's talking to the creators or something. He knows all kinds of secret things, which is cool, I guess. Sodbuster, Case Double X, the best carry knife, I think, for a fold. And it comes in two sizes. In case you want a little one, you got nothing to prove, or you need a big one. I got the matching pair. I carry these. Great tools, but the big one needs sharpened. Anyway, that's going off on a whole different tangent, right? The reality here is that the video was, is there any hope in the Trench Crusade setting? And I have to admit, I got a little bit rough on the poor guy because some of you might know that my respect, love, and tolerance of people of the UK or Europe is incredibly low. And maybe that's not fair, that I'm so, the way I am about these guys. Maybe it's not their fault. I think it is. And maybe it's not fair that I think that most of them are self-loathing vaginas, let's say. So that's just a personal issue. People can say it's a America FBI issue or whatever, but it's like whenever I watch European or UK, there is a difference. Creators talk about anything, they are always, at least to me, the cringiest of cringy people. A great example of this cringe would be like Grim Jim. He is just cringy at this point. It's like his character arc has taken such a huge downturn that at this point it's just sad. It's like, here's a guy who used to be relatively edgy, but at least you could talk to the guy. And now all he does is post anti-American bullshit, and pro-socialist, pro-immigrant, you name it bullshit. And I've got to the point where I'm just like noticing that my fellow gamers from the UK and from Europe, they have some kind of weird mental issue, where they literally seem to hate the culture that spawned them, like their ancestors are crying in the heavens right now. And that kind of makes me sad for them. But at the other hand, I have this really negative thing. This is me, where I have a hard time with the weakness of others. It's like if someone acts weak around me, I know that my Christian duty is to try to help them get over this weakness and become a better person. But there's an evil part of me that just wants to crush the weak. You know what I mean? Like, if you're weak, I just want to crush you until you're just gone, non-existent, no longer a thing. And I'm not saying that's necessarily good, but it is my initial response. If you show weakness, I have no sympathy or empathy for you, and that's just a fact. You look at people from Germany or Switzerland, the UK, to me, they're just the weakest people ever. They know that they're being taken advantage of. They know that their government sucks. They all are aware that little old ladies are being thrown in jail for posting stuff online, and they take it. And they have to, because if they, if they even try to, protest, then they end up getting demonized and thrown in jail. And, the next thing you know, they're the next Tommy Robinson or whatever. And it's like, so, but I don't feel sorry for them, because they could change that, and they don't. But anyway, the short answer to the question that was posed, which was, is there any hope in the Trench Crusade setting, is obviously there is. Duh. You have all these trench pilgrims from all over the whole damn world, Europe, and I'm going to say North America even, Africa, parts of Europe, or parts of Asia, or at least West Asia. And they're out here fighting and dying in the mud, and the blood against creatures they can barely understand. And they're doing it anyway. I mean, you know what hope is? Hope is when you're a farmer who heard a message from a saint, and you marched 500 or 1,000 miles into an area to die while you were sticking a bayonet in a praetor's face. That's hope. That's absolute hope. So this idea, and like I said, of course, it was brought up by someone from Europe. This idea, or the Isles, that, oh, is there hope? Well, no shit. Of course, there's hope. There's more hope in Trench Crusade than there is in reality for Europe at this point. I mean, well, everything west of Poland. So I guess this is like a rant, because one, it's a rant against the fact that Europe has allowed itself to become 1984. I mean, hey, you know, hello there, Airstrip One. And two, it's like such a stupid question to even ask. You know, when people fight, especially against things like this, let's say, you know, of course there's hope. So the whole video was silly. Anyway, that's my rant. Catch you later.